Hello everybody, welcome to That's Football. I'm Mark Goldbridge and we're live for the Champions League. We love the Champions League on That's Football. We've got Liverpool against PSG, who are 2-0 down at Anfield. And we've also got Atletico Madrid against Barcelona, who are 2-0 up at home to Barcelona. So interesting night. It's knockout night. We'll be heading, two of these teams will be in the semi-final tonight. So look, I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. I didn't actually realise, again, I was trying to find Liverpool against PSG and I was like, I'm not going live until I know Liverpool and PSG is on my TV. It's not on TV in the traditional sense in the UK because we've got, it's on Amazon Prime. So that sort of solved that for me. But yeah, busy day today. Not in the way you think. It's actually Baller League mid-season transferred 24 hours, so I've been like trying to get some deals done. It's bloody, I tell you what, it's not, I should be director of football for Man United because it's a lot easier to sign players in January for Man United than it is in Baller League. It's bloody tough. I'll tell you the story after it's over. It's very, very difficult to do it. But anyway, that's for another day. Hope you're all doing very well, everybody. We are about ready to start. Oh, get your screens ready. There's Arne Slot. Arne Slot, he will take them to the top. Give him 10 more years. You won't regret anything. Arne Slot, he's got to be worth a shot. Give him 10 years and he'll take you to the top. Arne Slot, he will take you to the top. Give him 10 more years and he'll take you to the top. Arne Slot, he will take you to the top. Give him 10 more years. It's got to be worth a shot. I'd give him a 10-year deal. Slot in. I don't care what happens tonight. Slot in for Liverpool. Right, we're about ready to start here. Poor old Liverpool. Poor old Liverpool, my arse. We've had it for 13 years. We've had it for 13 years with them going... keep Ten Hag, keep Ollie. They can have a taste of it themselves now. And you're right. When rivals are saying keep your manager, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. But we've had it for years. Absolute years. No, I mean, I think Liverpool should replace Slot, but hopefully they won't. And guess what? It's nothing to do with me. Oh, I've just had a lovely message from Angry Ginge. I will reply to him. I tell you what, I've had some lovely messages from... people today. I can't tell you who they are because they want their privacy, but from across the spectrum of celebrity, friends, people I've worked with, family, yeah, and a lot of you lot as well, so thank you very much. I think it's very exciting, so it's nice when people are excited too. But it's an early corner for Barcelona. We've not kicked off at Anfield yet. They're having a bloody hug. The Amazon Prime game is always the last one to start, isn't it? Just get on with the bloody game. Let's get on with the game. Let's get on with the game. I will talk about the United... Look, I announced it on the United stand. I realise I haven't mentioned anything about what's happening to That's Football. It's shutting down. It's not. No. That's Football is the best kept secret because I think That's Football is a brilliant kept secret anyway. That's Football's massive. And it doesn't ever get the focus that United stand gets. But That's Football in this deal is... I mean, what's going to happen with the United stand is brilliant. We're still not kicking off at Liverpool because they're doing a minute silence. Because, and I think they're doing this minute silence because of Hillsborough, because they've got a big 97 in the Kop. So I presume, and I think I'm right, that this is the closest game to Hillsborough anniversary that they're going to play at Anfield. I think I'm right in saying that. So that's why the... there's a minute silent there. So Kenny Dalglish in the crowd. And as we say quite rightly every year, no football fan should leave their home and not come back when they're going to a match. And for some of us, it doesn't feel like that long ago. But what is it now? 36 years? So I think a moment that all of us in football will never forget. Right. We are about ready to go now. happened on the 15th of April mark. You know, for some reason, I don't know why, I think the 19th of April, but yeah, so it is the closest game to Anfield. And obviously we have it at United with the Munich anniversary in February. We will never forget. Liverpool will never forget. Hillsborough. And football will never forget. And we are about to start off about 3 minutes late here. Can Liverpool start? Can Liverpool come back from 2-0 down against the champions of Europe? One of the favourites to win it, of course. Team news, we've got Liverpool lining up with no Mo Salah, Marmoshtashvili in goal, Frimpong, Konate, Van Dijk and Kirkez, Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai, Wirtz, Isak and Ekitike. I mean, I quite like the fact that Isak and Ekitike are in the team. It's attacking, but I've got to be honest, I don't disagree with Salah being dropped, because I feel like at times he has dropped off so much that it feels like they're down to 10 men. But Liverpool need to start off quick here. Oh, Barcelona have started off quick. Yamal has scored in the first 4 minutes. I mean, maybe we're going to see a Barcelona come back, because Atletico Madrid should be cruising with a 2-0 lead at home. But it's 2-1 already in the first 5 minutes. PSG line up with Savanoff, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pacho, Nuno Mendes, Zé Emery, Vitinha, João Neves, Doué, Dembele and Kvaratskhelia. Of course, they didn't have any game at the weekend, so they are extremely well rested. Right, let me get the chat on the screen. Yamal scored, yeah. So look, Barcelona maybe have a very good chance of getting back, actually. I mean, Atletico Madrid should be able to deal with a 2-0 lead at home, but, well, it's a 1-0 lead now. And Barcelona have started off fantastically well. I think that might be the game of the night, but obviously for me, Liverpool PSG is huge. How do Liverpool get back into this? They've got to get hold of the ball, and they've got to get that. I mean, look, the Anfield crowd will be up for this game, absolutely. But the Liverpool need to keep them up for it. Oh, brilliant play by. I mean, the worry for me is Doué and Kvaratskhelia against Frimpong and Kirkez. You know. Yep, so Yamal scored in the first 5 minutes for Barcelona, and they've still got a lot of the ball here. Yeah, so as I was saying, as part of this deal, there's been a lot of talk about the United stand. I must talk about That's Football, but I just didn't have time to. I thought it was repetition to do another video exclusively about how the channel is going to change. Kvaratskhelia with a shot, keeper deals with that. So United stands is going to be Stick to United, United Daily. There's going to be extra stuff brought on the channel, interviews, ex-players, etc. It's going to be very exciting. That's Football. I don't even know what I can disclose about That's Football. Suffice to say, you'll still be getting all the watch. Well, the thing about That's Football is it's got loads of space, because I do watch-alongs and I do a 10-minute piece once a day. So there's if you think about United Stand, it's got 3 videos a day on it. 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, watch-alongs. So That's Football is the one with the biggest potential. I cannot disclose what we're working on because it wasn't part of the launch. But it's going to be very, very, very exciting. And obviously That's Football is all of football. So yeah, it's incredible, some of the stuff that's planned. So very excited about it. What about the World Cup? I think the World Cup will be what we've always done. We'll utilise the Manchester studio, and we'll obviously rebrand it for That's Football, and we'll do watch-alongs there. I'll do watch-alongs, previews and stuff. But I didn't want to change. You know, obviously I've got massive creative influence on That's Football and United Stand. control United stand, and I didn't want to change the. I didn't want to. I think what we do in the World Cup and what we're planning to do in the World Cup, there's no point in changing it. So I think we'll just do what we've always done. You're the best guest. And Atletico Madrid could score. Oh, back post. Didn't catch hold of that. Lookman. Andrew says, is Gold Devils in the deal too? No, Gold Devils is absolutely priceless. I'm actually working on a deal to buy a non-league club and rebrand it as Gold Devils. So I might get hold of someone like Woking and, well, actually someone local to me, maybe Warsaw, and just get rid of the name Warsaw and just call them Gold Devils. Imagine that. Are you behind, Mark? Says Chicken. No, I'm not behind. I'm watching it on a stream, which is just the future of football, apparently, but I don't agree with it. I really don't. I think that streaming a game of football just means that people are watching it at different times. Liverpool got a corner here. This is where they need to do it. Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime in the UK, which is they pay a lot of money for it, but the problem with streaming services is that you're behind sometimes. You could just manage Warsaw instead, says Brands. I've told you that story before. This is absolutely true, right? About 3 years ago, and I won't disclose the club's name, and KSI's, fair play, KSI's done it. And I was thinking about this the other day. This is the truth. About 3 years ago, I was in the boardroom of a non-league club negotiating buying a stake in that football club, a considerable stake in that football club. Not a majority. I wasn't going to be a majority owner, but a stake in that football club. And ultimately, the reason I didn't do it was because the amount of time, if I do something, I want to be involved. I want to be, I want it to be part of my life. And I spent a couple of weeks going through what the role would involve. And, you'd want to be going to games. You'd want to be in the boardroom. And I just didn't have the time to do it. And also there was I don't know whether we ever would have got over this, but I was like, if we sack a manager, then, I want to be involved in that publicly. I think it'd be great for the profile of the club. If we're looking to buy players, I want to be involved in all that sort of stuff as well. I mean, you would be involved in it anyway as a stakeholder, but, I want to be like, Goldbridge has sacked the manager and stuff like that, because I just think that would have made it more appealing. But it didn't happen because I just didn't feel I had the time to do it. So, look, it's interesting what KSI's done with Dagenham and Redbridge. Would I look at doing it again? I probably will at some point. To be honest, I like the idea of it. I love, I've sort of got the baller league bug. I like. I haven't coached for a few years now, but I like coaching. I like managing. I like being involved in a football club. So, yeah, I would like to be involved. Yeah. Mark, I've only just initiated a process through the people I know about buying a football club in England. I guess it would probably get done by 28, 29. Mojo, if you're buying a club, get us all involved. Try and make it local to the middle of England. And, yeah, I'd love that. Congratulations on the news today. Definitely spotted a few jealous people on Twitter, says Gamer. I mean, there's some in the chat, mate. There's some in the chat. Zim, I'm not answering questions like that. Will you still do the normal shows on United Stand? Yes. Yeah. I mean, look, I did a video this morning. It's the truth. It's everything you need to know. And as things work, as you know, people, make up stuff. and have problems. What's your thoughts on Spurs, says Zed Bright? I mean, they're in trouble, mate. That's my thoughts on Spurs. I'm not 100% sure they'll go down, but they are in trouble. This game between Liverpool and PSG is very good, end to end. I mean, you know, I did think with Liverpool, like, they were lucky to get away from Paris only 2-0 down. But even 2-0 down, it's enormous. They've got to get 2 goals back just to get level without reply. It's a hard job. Dragon says, it's in the media that football is that's football rebranding. Will we get watch-alongs? Yep. That's football. We'll still be doing watch-alongs. Still be doing the shows I do. Will you still be doing stuff from home, says True Gent? Yeah. Are you sacking off? Yeah. I'm not talking about brands. Thank you very much. Happy for you for the deal, Mark. Big fan of your streams and content. Look forward to seeing what you achieve with the financial backing, says Multi. Thank you very much. Levi Sports, welcome to Members Club. If PSG score first, watch Liverpool fold like a cheap ironing board, says Microphone. I like that one. Thank you very much. Chev the Engineer, thank you very much, pal. He says, congratulations to you for the growth of both channels. Don't mind the haters and the jealous ones, and it's opening more doors for football YouTubers. Darling, congratulations on the deal. Look, I mean, I've had a very busy day. I've already had 2 very big conversations with people about getting them involved. So there's a lot of activity at the moment. And this channel is going to expand massively because it's got so much space on it to expand. Multifrex says, I'm just relieved you're not retiring. Thank you, Jason. Jack says, does the admin side of the business have anything to do with this? 100%. I felt like this for about 5 years. I just don't enjoy that side of things at all. And as I said this morning, been working on this for a long time. So 1-0 to Barcelona. They scored with Yamal in the first 5 minutes. 2-1 on aggregate. And still 0-0 between Liverpool and PSG. A bit of an end-to-end game without any really big chances. Sorry, I'm just getting some stuff through about Carrick. Leave me alone, Gary. Let's go beat Chelsea on Saturday, says Liam. Yeah, I was disappointed with United last night. Fair play to Leeds. I can say that on That's Football. Fair play to Leeds there. They absolutely deserve to win. I actually thought the red card helped us. Which can happen. I mean, people think like when you go down to 10 men, it's an automatic loss. Remember, Newcastle were down to 10 men for 45 minutes against us, and we were drawing and they beat us. Everton were down to 10 men for like an hour against us at 0-0, and they scored and they beat us. So 10 men can sometimes, look, 10 players can do more work than 11 sometimes. And I think that did help Man United. I think Leeds were better against 11. Just wanted to ask you how you're doing, says Rap. No one ever asked me that, Rap Battles, so thank you very much. Appreciate that. New to football, been really enjoying your coverage, says Cameron. Glad to hear the news this morning with the good and bad reactions. How are you making sure to keep your head high mentally? Well, another one asking. That's very nice. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not, you know, you make a decision that you know is the right decision for everybody and is going to be really exciting for you. and then, you know, some people that you think are part of this community say some pretty horrific things about you. I mean, I'm used to people externally saying horrific things, of course I am, but there are names in the comments that I've known being here for a while saying some pretty horrible stuff. And I just think, you know, I thought we'd built something a little bit better than that. But the vast majority have been really good. And we'll prove those people wrong. And hopefully they'll go, we were wrong. If we lose to Chelsea, is it over for us as Pistol? If Man United lose to Chelsea, we're still 4 points ahead of Chelsea. Yeah. What's this at Liverpool? Enrique's not very happy. No, it's just a free kick. Just a free kick. Savage says he's really excited in capital letters. I mean, I don't know whether that's something going on in his house or actually about this news that we've given you. Liam says, do you think this brings you closer to getting Premier League rights? I believe you'd be the best official pundit. There is no big agenda. I mean, look, we've had Bundesliga. We've had Bundesliga rights for a year pre this deal that we got ourselves. I think we do fantastically well with those official Bundesliga rights. I think traditional football is changing, and I would love for us to be able to have the proper rights to watch a game of football and show it you on the screen. Now, if we can get to that, that would be great. It's very, very expensive. But, you know, I would hope that the Premier League, UEFA, look at it and go, that's the way it should be. Big chance PSG. Oh, it's a big chance Dembele. Luis Enrique saying it was a big chance. They do miss chances, PSG. I mean, that's something I think we have noticed about them. It's a lovely ball by Kvaratskhelia. And Dembele is onside. It's just slightly behind him. Oh, he still should score. He still should score on the turn. Hooks it over the bar. Would you be open to collab with Callum's Corner? Says Legit. I've heard of the name. I don't want to offend anybody. I've heard of the name, but I don't know what they do. I'm afraid, Mark, says Ramon. Don't be afraid. Happy for you, says Ma. Ignore the haters. From a Liverpool fan in Dubai. Thank you, pal. Will we get clips like 3-0 to Palace, says Room. I don't know. I don't know why people are listening to people who've got no clue. I mean, I could literally start talking about my favourite chocolate bar like a Toblerone and what people want to do. That's not going to stop. Like, I don't know why people think that. I think, you know what it is? I think it's people who've never liked the content in the first place, using it as an opportunity to come in and start scaremongering, and they haven't got a bloody clue what's going to happen. Like, if I want to say that Mo Salah's finished, I'll say Mo Salah's finished. If I want to say a story about, you know, 3-0 to Palace, I'll do it. Like, if I want to say PJ Moel are a load of crap and they're ruining football, I'll say it. Like, it's not going to change. Do you think I'd be that stupid to, you know, sign something that stops us being what we are? And why would somebody acquire something and then change it? You know? How much I would go do to get Vitinha at United, says River. I think Real Madrid feel the same. Thank you very much, Liam. Is our best Mark is our seat at the table against the Matrix, says Daniel. Godov says looking forward to more content. Only football channel I follow because the others are crap. Thank you to Camran and Rab for actually asking how I am. Jason says, I'm a Nottingham University grad and a startup founder. You ever considered angel investing? If so, you got an email. So Jason, I haven't considered that sort of stuff, no. Soonest played the game, says Daniel Thompson. Triple H is the game and Mark United stand, and that's football has changed the game. You love to see it as we celebrate live and direct this Tuesday. Hello, Mark and everybody. Hope you're all doing very well, says Daniel. Thank you, Daniel, you legend. Anfield agenda bigged you up, fair play to him, says Brian. Yeah, I had a message from Craig, which is very nice. I've had loads of messages from everybody. James Allcott, Ginge, who I need to reply to in a minute. Loads of people. Will you have to tone down your less PC moments as a true gent? I mean, I don't know. I don't know that there are any about that. So we've had 20 minutes here. I mean, look, Liverpool might be playing the long game. Barcelona in again. This should be it. 2-2-0. Oh, my God. They have blown it. Or is he offside? No, it's given. Atletico Madrid have blown their lead inside 23 minutes. You go to Barcelona, you get a 2-0 lead, you bring it back to Atletico Madrid. He's happy. He was really happy. He's in the Barcelona. He's in with the Atletico fans, and he sat there staring at the screen going like this. I think he might be a Barcelona fan. I think he might be a Barcelona fan. What a comeback from Barcelona, though. He's definitely onside as well. I mean, Barcelona are a good side, but I'm quite surprised at Atletico Madrid. Mentally, you know, mentally, I suppose that's the advantage of having two legs, isn't it? When you've got a lead, does it make you play a little bit reserved? And when you haven't got a lead, you've obviously got to play on the attack. Firmin scored the goal. Torres. Anthony Graves says, I don't think it's over. Atletico Madrid have got a goal in them. Well, it's Barcelona who've got another goal in. What a save by the keeper. Could have been 3. They're all over them. And now Isak's in. And it's a great save by the goalkeeper. But he was offside. Excitement in both games. Chev the engineer, thank you very much for your super chat there. I just want to make sure I've covered them all off here, which I think I have. Hi, Mark. Love your content and hope you're doing well. Congratulations on your deal. I clip your content on TikTok. Is that still okay? Overlet asked me to remove their content when I clip theirs. Yeah, I'd be very careful, Speedy. Yeah, I'd be very careful. I mean, I can't promise. Yeah, I can't make any promises on that. I personally never minded people clipping up the content. You know, I take the KSI approach that he doesn't care either. So, there's a lot of blood here. Barcelona player. I don't know whether he'll get a red card. I think there was a collision. Studs in the face. I don't think we're going to see a replay because it was quite a bad one. Well, we haven't seen a replay on it. I mean, he's down. I mean, I don't know whether anybody saw it. A lot of people saying horror in the chat. Hansi Flick shaking his head. It's just a nosebleed. Some people are saying, is there going to be a red card? I don't think there'll be a red card because I think the keeper legitimately... Well, I don't know. I haven't seen a replay. Oliver Yates says, congratulations on the deal. I was a bit sceptical of the deal at first. I hold my hands up. I was wrong. I look forward to the future. Will you be doing content with Gary, Neville, and a lot more, Ewan? A lot more people as well. I mean, we're not in a position to start announcing stuff yet, but are they going to show it here? No, they're going to show the goal. Okay. Stood to the face. Emmett says, congratulations. Very happy for you. Thank you, Emmett. Lindsay says, congratulations. Even as a Spurs fans, watch United stand, and that's what we become our morning news. Can't wait to see more, says Lindsay. Well, hopefully you'll stay with us if you're in the Championship next year. That sounds really harsh, but I'm just saying, you know, hopefully you will. I don't actually think Spurs will go down either. I might be in the minority on that one, but I know they're in trouble. I just have a feeling they won't go down. What they need to do, Spurs, is just buy into the relegation battle. I mean, interestingly, I haven't had a chance to speak to you. Romero, Danny Aaron's messaged me. I've messaged him back, Coy. Danny Aaron's messaged me. And I like Danny. There's hardly anybody. I mean, I've been very fortunate in my career to mix with a group of people I never thought I would mix. Obviously, football space is full of knobheads in the content creation space. Even people that you've helped build careers, they don't necessarily treat you that well. But the influencer space is incredible. Whether it's Danny, Angry Ginge, the Beta Squad, the Sidemen, Chris MD, you know, they're just all Will Any. They're all just such. I mean, look, unless, they might all slag me off behind my back, but every time I've met them, they've always been, you know, really, really great people, and a lot of them have reached out. Let's go, Mark. Don't listen to all the hate. I won't do, Dylan. Thank you. Congratulations, says Solsky. Don't let the negativity surrounding the deal bother you. If people don't have nice things to say, they should be quiet. But you know what? Ultimately, people, you try and be honest, and people just won't have it. They'll start talking about money and stuff. But what I said on the United Stand is completely true. This has been worked on for about 18 months. Not this specific deal, but 18 months we've been speaking to people. And we got down to a number of very good deals. And obviously I'm not ever going to disclose who the other deals were. But they were fantastic people. And every one of them was really interesting. But I chose the one. Goal! Atletico Madrid! They've got a goal! Wow, this game's fantastic. It's better than Liverpool against PSG. It's definitely better than PSG against Liverpool. What a game. What a breakaway by... Oh, what a game. This is what we want. That's it. That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant from Atletico Madrid on the break. So good. Salah's warming up for Liverpool. Ekitike is hurt. It's a lovely goal as well, and he's onside. I mean, we don't see a lot of goals like this in the Premier League either. I mean, fair play to La Liga football in the Champions League. It's a great advert because the game has been so good to watch. Brilliant goal by Atleti, but Barcelona have played their part as well. Please yell in my ear more. Yeah, I love it when things like that happen. What's going on with Ekitike here? Oh no, this is bad news for Ekitike, France, Liverpool. I didn't see what happened. I did not see what happened, but on what's been a really bad season for Liverpool, Mo Salah's coming on. Sorry, that sounds like it's been a really bad season for Liverpool, and now Mo Salah's coming on. What I mean is, on what's been a very bad season for Liverpool, Isak's been out for most of the season. Salah's not been great, you know. But this looks bad for Ekitike. I didn't see what happened. People saying it could be a broken ankle. Snapped his hammy. People saying Achilles, ACL. As MC says, Isak back for 30 minutes, and now they lose Ekitike. So did he just go down? Would you take Simeone at United if it were possible, says Busby Way? I mean, I would. You know what? I'd take Simeone over Carrick and Iriola. Because he actually can play Champions League football and domestic football. But did you know that Simeone is the best paid manager in the world? He gets paid more than Pep. He slipped and did it, Mark. Well, look, we saw Romero crying as he went off for Spurs at the weekend. And I did say at the time, I don't think he's crying because he's going off for Spurs against Sunderland. I think he's crying because he knows he's out of the World Cup. And lo and behold, he basically is. I think with Ekitike, you might not see him in a Liverpool shirt before Christmas. That looks very, very bad. Chicken Chow Mein says, I think Romero still thinks he's playing in the World Cup. Thank you, Seamus. Well, the job just got harder for Liverpool. But there's a big chance. And it's a great save and it's a great block as well. Marquinhos and the keeper making big blocks there off the line for PSG. Jade, I will read your super chat. I'm just working through some of them as well. I'm watching 2 games at the moment and a live chat. There's loads going on. Ryle says, congratulations, Mark. Now you publicly announce the news. Hopefully a good night's sleep will follow. Here's to success, says Ryle. Well, I hope you're all going to be with us on the journey because I don't make promises and I don't lie. So I'm very excited about what's going to happen on That's Football. United Stand will be exciting, but we're not the United Stand with That's Football. This is for everybody. And as I said, in the end, there were some really good offers on the table, and I respect and, had great conversations with everybody, but went with the one that I think was the most exciting. Went with the one that I think you would go with. Anyway, as a fan of the United Stand and the overlap, I think it's a great move and look forward to the future content, says the Greek. Some people are being dramatic, exciting times, says David. Jackie says, I'm a City fan, 50 years standing, but first and foremost, I'm a football fan. I think what you're doing is only good for football and the way it is consumed these days. Good luck, says Jackie. Can I just shock you, Jackie? I think Man City have played the best football this season, and I'd already said that before that super chat numerous times. True Gent says, we all love you. Congratulations. Who approached who first, you or them? Says Stallion. We were already in the market, mate. We're in the market. They were in the market, and conversations took place. Congratulations. This feels like natural growth, says Lee. Had a feeling something like this would happen at some point. We'd be working with other content creators who are involved with the overlap. I know what you mean. I don't have an issue with anybody. People tend to have an issue with me. Liverpool, huge congratulations on your deal, says Connor. Thank you. Let's hope that Ekitike deal, that injury isn't that bad. I know Liverpool are our big rival and I definitely want us to finish above them in the league, but I don't want to see... I mean, the sad thing is as well, obviously from a perspective of it's a bad injury for Liverpool, but I also think with the World Cup, every injury now you sort of think, are they out of the World Cup? Jade says, congratulations, cool to see the channel grow. I remember subscribing since when I was at high school. I'm 2 days away from finishing my 2nd year of uni and I'm about to move 8,000 miles away for a summer job. So cool to see you succeed. Yes, Jade, I feel like we need to get this Moscow Mule out going as well, don't we? Definitely. What's your score prediction for Arsenal Man City on Sunday, says Jaden? Well, we'll be live for a watch along of that. I do think City win. It was nice to see Arteta saying he is passionate and he's very excited, but they need to do that at the weekend. Daniel says, congratulations. Change is a scary thing for some people. Yeah, I get that. And I've had months to get used to this. Some of you have had, hours. 100% an Achilles rupture, says Veghorse. And I think that I joined the United Stand at 350k subs. Appreciate the content over the years and I look forward to the next 10 years, says Anthony. G. Mason says, do you think with any realistic midfield signing, United, mate, will be a huge upgrade to what we have now? Says G. Oh, yeah. I mean, United's midfield was terrible. I mean, I like Tanaka and Ampadu at Leeds, but we made them look like Vitinha and Neves. And that's not even a joke. Will you still go live on YouTube after the deal, says Aidan. I'm live now. Yes. Nothing's changing. Right. Can you get Gary Neville to do the 10 a.m. news show or the 8 p.m. show? So you want me sacked already? How soon can we expect overlap content? I'm excited, says Ewan. Well, you just have to wait and see. All good things come to those who wait. PSG are playing awful, says Becky. I do think, though, as I said, like the Atletico Madrid-Barcelona game is fantastic, by the way. Barcelona 2-0 up, therefore 2-2 on aggregate after 20 minutes. And then Atletico Madrid score a great goal to get back in front. Don't know if you saw my previous super chat, says Robbo. Might have switched off when you answered, but we're still getting Premier League predictions. Yes. Yeah. Although I haven't actually heard from Robbie. I must admit, I'm sure he'll be in contact at some point, but I haven't heard from him. From my side, we're still doing it. Chelsea fan from Singapore for over 40 years. You're the only non-Chelsea fan I watch, and I just want to say congratulations. Thank you very much, mate. Oh, I just want to give you a recommendation. In keeping with That's Football and the fact that we watch football together and we have conversations, I really got into Enya on Monday. And music. You know, the one who did Orinoco Flow and Far and Away. I don't know why. I was watching an episode of Derry Girls and this bit of music came on. And I was like, who did that? It's brilliant. Lynn, what's this from? And it's Caribbean Blue by Enya. Oh my God. It's magical. It's absolutely magical. And I love it. I've listened to it about 20 times over the last day or two. Caribbean Blue by Enya. It's amazing. It's such an emotional bit of music. But I went on YouTube and some genius had put the song to the new Dracula film that came out in 2025. So I'm watching this. I'm listening to this song whilst watching clips from this Dracula film. And I'm like, I want to watch the film. But I looked on Rotten Tomatoes and it only had 50%. And I thought, you know what? I love this music. And the clips of the film with the music makes it look brilliant. Screw the 50% haters. I watched it last night and I bloody loved it. I thought it was a brilliant film. Penalty to Barcelona. No, he's not giving it. So I would recommend Dracula 2025. And I would recommend, before you watch the film, search YouTube Caribbean Blue Dracula and watch the trailer with the music and you'll love it. Oh, Barcelona in again. RBAR looking at that penalty. I'm looking at Trossard. Here we go. Nah, not for me. Not for me. Looked a bit soft. Nuno Mendes off for PSG. I don't know whether that was an injury. No, not given. Not given. Not a penalty for me. My favourite Enya album has to be The Best of Enya, says Elliot. Congratulations, Mark. Been watching since fan calling days. Thanks, Sam. What food would you eat for the rest of your life? Lasagna. Jakey boy. Yeah. That's Enya. That's Enya, brought to you by The Overlap, says T. Crow. I've just had a message from Gary. Stop talking about Enya. Yeah. I'll talk about bloody Enya if I want. Why has the Premier League resigned themselves to playing such trash football? Arrogance, stupidity, or both, says Anthony. I think you've just basically covered all areas there. So Liverpool have lost Ekitike. We've had 38 minutes. They're in the box here with Salah. I feel like Liverpool are not going to do this. Forget the football. As long as we can still discuss things like whether we wipe, stood up or sat down, then it's exciting times. As if they're going to censor that, Paul. I mean, I'm not being censored into telling you that the best way to cut your teeth is with warm water. You wash your hands with warm water. You don't wash your hands with cold water, do you? Because it doesn't kill the bacteria. So you brush your teeth with warm water. Told you. And anybody who goes in a shower and faces the wall is an idiot. The right way to have a shower is to have your back to the wall. Come on. Either or, Fulham, PSG, it's a CF26. What are you talking about? Look forward to Thursday morning's overlap drop, Mark. Do bold players have less market value after last night? We need to find the Mbirmo receipt. Who remembers that episode of Only Fools and Horses with Del Boy when he's selling them wigs for men where you can attach it to the back of your hair? I think Man United should go out and buy a load of them. Stick them on their back for the Chelsea game and say someone pulled their hair. What I will say in defence of Calvert-Lewin, though, if you've never had a ponytail, you don't know how much it actually hurts when someone touches your ponytail. Because if you do a ponytail properly, and people are going, I can't imagine Goldbridge with a ponytail. Well, I did have a ponytail in the late 80s. It was popular to have a mullet. I'm talking Jason Donovan in Neighbours. I'm talking John Bon Jovi. So Goldbridge, I had it was a mullet. I had shaved hair at the sides, long on the top, and then it grew at the back. And I put it in a ponytail once, and somebody pulled it. And if you do a proper ponytail, right, it's tight up against your head. And people go, oh, he only touched the ponytail. I'm telling you now, if it's a tight ponytail, when someone touches your hair, it really does hurt because of the tightness of the ponytail. So only people who've had a ponytail will know what I'm talking about. But if you have a ponytail and it's tight, if anyone touches your hair, it does actually hurt because it hurts at the bit where it's tight. The end bit, that's not the pain. It's the ponytail bit. Can we see a picture, please? I burnt them all. You'll have to imagine it. And I'm not growing one. Jack Cassidy says, breaking, Calvert-Lewin out for the season with a broken hair strand, needs a hair transplant. David Smith says it was called a short on top, party at the back. A lot of people did it because Jason Donovan had it in Neighbours. If you look up Jason Donovan in Neighbours, he'll have like spiky hair on the top, short on the sides, and long at the back. The worst thing about mine was, when it gets to about there, it starts to curl. I'm never doing it again. I'm never doing it again. It's never happening again. God, I've got a busy day today. I've got to ring people up after this, try and sign them up for Baller League. Do you see a way back for Liverpool, Mark? I think it was always going to be very difficult. I mean, look, they've still got 45 minutes. And it is difficult. PSG are a very good side. But I think ultimately Liverpool just don't have the quality this year. I mean, the reality is PSG are just better than them, aren't they? Side netting shot there from Dembele. It's all PSG, says G. Here's Atletico Madrid. Good block. Barcelona can't afford to concede again. No. Ricky's going prime time, says Keel. I really want to know what's happening with cooking with Goldbridge and driving with Goldbridge. Probably the same thing that's been happening with cooking with Goldbridge and driving with Goldbridge for years. It's been slightly neglected ever since COVID. But the Mark Goldbridge channel is my channel. So if I get round to doing content on there, then it will continue. I do want to get back doing the career mode. I mean, I just really struggled with FC26 this year. I enjoy it. It's relaxing. Well, it's meant to be relaxing. Terrible Monday yesterday. Gold Devils and United, says Plume. I know. There's been a lot of talk in the Gold Devils. I've been very busy. I don't like losing. And Liverpool on Monday, Baller League. Next 2 weeks in Liverpool instead of London. I don't want to go to Liverpool and lose. They'll love it. Could do driving with Goldbridge and just take different members of the overlap out for a drive. Yeah, Righty would be good fun. I think Jill Scott would be a good laugh. Carragher would be all right. It's Roy that worries me. Oh, what a ball. I think is he given a foul here? Or is he given an offside? Lamal's on the free kick. Yeah, that is a free kick. Free kick, Barcelona, edge of the box. 4 minutes added on Anfield. I mean, they started a little bit later than the Atleti game, but there was a bad... He's celebrating a free kick like he's... like Ricky. Remember Ricky in that game? Hansi Flick just did a Ricky. He's like this. That's got to be one of the best celebrations ever. Barcelona are winning 2-1 on the night, losing 3-2 on aggregate. They stormed into a 2-0 lead, but Atleti got a goal back. But this is a good free kick position. Pick a card. Goodbye Neville and Carragher impressions, says Niman. It's all about the structure. When I drank lots of milk, won't be the end of that. Manchester United. I can't even remember what the Neville one was. What was it? We're Manchester United. Gary, we're Manchester United. That was it. To be honest, I haven't done that for a long time anyway. No, Carragher's. It's all about the structure. It's all about when I look at this Manchester United side. Half time, 2-1 in Madrid. Liverpool are going out tonight, says Becky. You can have all the desire, you can have the crowd, but if you haven't got the ability, you're going to struggle. And I think that's been the problem with Liverpool here. They just don't have what it takes. And it also feels like PSG could go up a gear if they needed to. Yeah, definitely watch that Dracula film, but before you watch it, check out the Caribbean Blue Dracula song on YouTube. It will make you want to watch the film. I agree with Beaveridge. They're just not cohesive enough. What game are you doing tomorrow night? Well, we will have Sporting against Arsenal on, but I'll be honest with you, I'm going to mainly watch Bayern Real Madrid like last week. I think Bayern Real Madrid will be the better game. I think Arsenal will get through, but I think Bayern against Real Madrid will be the better game. Barca versus Athletic is a draw at half-time, 70, but it's been a good game. PSG on the attack again here. There's only about 5 seconds left of the first half. Chloe says the film was so bad, the gargoyles were ridiculous. I do agree with the gargoyles. Yeah, the gargoyles were a bit stupid, but apart from that, I really enjoyed it. Driving with Goldbridge featuring Sean Dyche, says Mount. Yeah, so half-time in the Liverpool game. and it's 0-0 there, which means it's 2-0 on aggregate. Liverpool have got 45 minutes to turn it around. However, they'll have to do their whole season now without Ekitike. And I think even the most optimistic Liverpool fan is going to be realistic, because even the most optimistic Man United fan and Arsenal fan is realistic. And even if Liverpool could find a way to get through this game, which I don't think they will, you're then going to have to play probably Bayern Munich in the semi-final without Ekitike. I just think Liverpool's priority, and you're never going to down tools, but Liverpool's priority has got to be to beat Everton on Sunday and solidify top 5 and then try and rebuild in the summer. Preferably, if you're a Liverpool fan, without Slot. Preferably for me, with Slot. But I think that's Liverpool's best chance. I enjoy eating toenails, says Jazzy. Do you think I've never been somebody that chews my fingernails actually? Just never really understood it. Do you think Barcelona? I'm more a nose picker, but I don't really do that anymore as well. I'm trying to quit. Do you think Barcelona come back? Says Cameron. Yes, I think that's the game to watch. You and Big Meeks in a drive along would be amazing, says Sprite. Doesn't he work for the other Gary though? What are the Gold Devils? Are you an owner manager, says Cameron. So Baller League has got 12 teams in it. We're new into it this year. Goldbridge. Gold Devils is my team, yeah. Charlie Slevin says, off topic, but a lot of criticism for Wilcox. But at what point are his hands tied by our crap owners? He's just an employee at the end of the day. It's not his money to spend on coach or players. I still think he's not very good at the job. We're enjoying it, but we know it is for Bayern FC, says Saya. 4-0 versus Chelsea 1920 or 6-2 versus Leeds 2021, says YSF. I'd always say Chelsea. Who are you picking to win the SPL, says Ross the Boss. It's Celtic or Rangers. Yeah. Yamal is insane. 3 Atletico players can't stop him, says Bullets. And I suppose there'll be a lot of Arsenal fans hoping Barcelona don't get through. I just figured that one out, haven't I? Because I think Arsenal will get through against Sporting, and I presume you'd rather play Atleti. What we're all crying out for is a That's Football Soccer Saturday style show. The Sky one is dreadful. Painful watch would be a huge success, says Chris. Would you take Neville as United manager now, says Callum? No, I think we all remember Valencia. Absolutely not. There's no ex-player I'd give the job to. Yeah, there isn't. I mean, you could argue that the best person to get the Man United job as an ex-player, who's the best Man United ex-player on stats? I mean, Steve Bruce, Paul Ince. Roy Keane actually did okay comparable to everybody else. Roy Keane's wasn't bad. Roy Keane gets all this, people take a pop at Roy Keane for his managerial career. He actually did okay. He was good at Sunderland, and he was okay at Ipswich. But most ex-Man United players have not been very good. Mark Hughes did okay, although I think Mark Hughes is managing in League 2, isn't he now? I'm sure. Yeah. Congratulations on the deal. You're going to get a beach house in Mallorca, says Jomp. What are the weekend games? It's a good question. We've got... Obviously, we're doing the Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Arsenal Sporting games tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I'm not doing Europa League on Thursday. Friday, we've got live Bundesliga football, St. Pauli against Cologne, which is a relegation battle game. So we're live for that at 7:30. Live TV coverage of that. Saturday, we've got... It's not... I mean, I'm doing Chelsea Man United on the United Stand at 8 o'clock. That's game of the day. I might do Tottenham Brighton at 5:30. Just because it's... Brighton are doing well and Spurs need a win. The rest of the games are a bit crap. Leeds Wolves, Newcastle Bournemouth, and Brentford Fulham. Super Sunday's good, though. You've got Everton, Liverpool at 2 o'clock, and then Man City, Arsenal at 4:30. I don't think we've got midweek games next week, have we? Oh, no, there is. Bournemouth, Leeds, and Burnley, Man City. Oh, is that Man City's game in hand? Oh, my God. Arsenal fans, look away. The game in hand is Burnley. Oh, God. Oh, someone call the police. They're going to get absolutely battered. Brighton are playing Chelsea on Tuesday as well. Might do that. Yeah. Benfica, would you rather keep Mourinho or sign Amorim? Says Louis. I thought Mourinho had done quite well at Benfica. Great news today. Do you like double-deckers? Says Luke. I like double-deckers, yeah. Trying to get off the chocolate, though. Who are your top 3 picks for Ballon d'Or so far, says Ryan. Right, can everybody get in the chat with your top 3 picks for Ballon d'Or? Because I don't know how to answer this question and I want to steal your knowledge. I've made a career out of it. I think that Elise stands out massively to me. Kane. I tell you what, it's tough. It's tough, isn't it? I mean, you've got to probably throw a Barcelona player in there at the moment. Bruno. I think it's hard. It's hard. Look, whether we're programmed, it's hard to have a Ballon d'Or winner when you don't play not only in Europe, but in the latter stages of Europe. I mean, look, ultimately, everyone's going to laugh at the next one, but if I'd said this a month ago, it would have been a reasonable shout. Declan Rice. Declan Rice as Arsenal top of the league, doing well in the Champions League. You know, you can't rule out an Arsenal player. You've got to look. PSG again would be there. You know, if France win the World Cup and PSG win the Champions League, then you'd probably have to look at maybe Dembele again. But honestly, based on the football I've seen this season, I think you're really harsh moving away from Elise or Harry Kane. I think they've been brilliant this season. I don't know about Barcelona because I don't watch La Liga, so I don't really know how good. I mean, I know last season Yamal and Rafinha were good. Obviously, I don't think Rafinha's been as good as good this season. So, but I think top 3, it's difficult. I think I'd say Elise, Kane, and probably blindly throw Yamal in. On the fact that Barcelona are having a good season. Spain have got a chance of winning the World Cup, and Barcelona could get into the semi-finals of the Champions League. So I think I probably would say Kane, Elise, and Yamal. Check the second goal for Leeds. Calvert-Lewin is offside, I think, and they didn't even show it. Shake my hand, Shake Harris, because watch. You know, I got laughed at again. I got laughed at, right? The second goal that Leeds scored, the first goal, I was arguing with my Sky because I couldn't get it on. The second goal, what did I say? I didn't start doing any analogy about concrete. I said, he's offside, he's offside, he's offside. And nobody ever said anything about it. And he was active. He was active when the cross went in. And I think the flag should have gone up. I think you're right. I forgot about that. Bring back McFred to Watchalong for another season, says YSF. Thank you very much to Ryan. That was a very good one. Get Ahora Hedara for Gold Devils. He played for United last season. Amazing player. He also plays for Ginger's Winton United, says Yusuf. So why ain't bloody Ginger using him then? Idea for you, Mark. Create Gold Devils and FC26 and add some of your real players into the game, or picking a Bundesliga team to manage might be fun, says Ross McRae Magician. That does sound like fun. That does sound like fun. Thank you very much. Appreciate those super chats. Please do subscribe to the channel, by the way, because we're trying to get up to 1.5 million before the World Cup starts. Bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. We're only 200 away from 468,000. So get involved. The United, that's football, not the United Stand. Everybody's welcome here, and we've got some exciting stuff coming up for you in the next few weeks and months. I think you're going to really enjoy it. So get on board early. We're just waiting for the second half at Anfield. A couple of minutes away. Please do share the video as well. 12,000 legends tuning in. We've got a super chat from Goldio. He says, congratulations. Great to see. I think a certain United content creator who's regularly on the overlap is feeling a bit sick now. And Sheikh says, I took a pitch and sent it to your Gmail. Well, he was definitely offside, mate. It's just whether it's active or not. And I thought he was active. I agree with you. So, yeah. Is that frozen? Is anyone else's sky frozen? Or is it just me again? Oh, here we go. I need to fix this. I desperately need to fix this. I mean, somebody's just come into the house and obviously put the sky on. We can't watch TV at the moment as there's a connectivity problem. This just keeps happening. I don't get why it works, and then when someone messes around with the main box, it doesn't. That's back now. Back again. Oh, I was never in doubt. There was something I was going to do. That was it. You can shut up. Oh, that's brilliant. Has anyone noticed that? When you click... I wasn't going to confirm this. When you click the like button on the video, it turns into a football. I wonder if that's just for us. That is quite cool. That is quite cool. Mark told me in the chat. Players coming out for the second half. Lewis says, would love to see Cole and York on the United Stand. Thank you very much, pal. Players are in the tunnel in Madrid. We're just waiting for... I don't know how long it's been doing that. But... just shows you I don't like many people's videos. It's gone again. I don't know whether we've got any technology people out there, but I don't know why it keeps doing it, because I thought I'd actually fixed it. It basically works, and then it says you can't currently watch TV as there's an issue with the connection between this mini box and your Sky Q box. But there shouldn't be, because there never bloody has been before. Apparently, it's for football content creators, says Chev the engineer. Thank you. Hi, Mark. Congratulations on your new partnership. Will you have more content on That's Football for other Premier League clubs like the United Stand? On That's Football? We're sort of a channel of our own, aren't we? Hi, Mark. Congratulations on your new partnership. I've done that one. Thank you very much. Okay, we're about to set. We've got a substitution here. Frimpong for Joe Gomez. Let me get the second half running here. Come on, that's been a very, very, very long half time. I feel like that is like the longest half time we've ever had. Use Ethernet cables to connect them. I think I'm going to have to do that, mate. Unfortunately. Double substitution for Liverpool. Mate, I'm not even joking. This half time in this Liverpool game feels like it's been half an hour. I'll close the door in a minute. I haven't got the Atletico Madrid game on yet. I'm just waiting to start the Liverpool game. Fucking hell. Are we starting it? Are we waiting for tomorrow, ref, or something? Fucking hell, mate. Come on. I ain't going to watch this second half in a minute. Bloody hell. I'm not messing about. That's like a massive half time. Have you tried switching it on and off against us, Goldio? Can you still get pissed on your yearly Premier League prediction? Charlie, I don't think people are really listening when I said nothing's going to change. 1 minute. I've rage quitted. Now I'm back. I'm just getting very annoyed with. You know what it was? Me and Seb over Easter we played Mario Kart on the Twitch on that TV, and ever since we've done it, it's just messed up so many connections. I've missed a goal as well, haven't I? No, I don't think I have. It's just the chat. Sorry. Okay. Liverpool have made a couple of substitutions here. I mean, look, that's the stats at half time. 60% possession to PSG, 8 shots to 4, 3 shot, only 1 shot on target for Liverpool. That has got to change. They have made some changes at half time. I'll go through them for you. I don't know, is that? Yes, there we go. There's the Liverpool changes, as you can see. Salah came on for Ekitike. That was enforced. But he's also brought on Gomez for Frimpong and Gakpo for Isak. Which probably upsets quite a few Liverpool fans because they've not got Ekitike on the pitch, they've not got Isak on the pitch, and they've now got Gakpo on the pitch. I think this skybox might be broke. It's just not responding to my controller at all now. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's just broke. That is strange. Jake says, congratulations on the deal, Mark. Amazing to see it. Absolutely deserved. See you Monday for Baller League in Liverpool. Oh, thanks for coming, Jake. I look forward to it. Hopefully we can get a win. Can't wait for you to sit down all these former pundits who call themselves pundits. Oh, shot by Gakpo. Well, I tell you what, he's trying to get the crowd up. He's going like that. All you doubters about Gakpo, he's just had a good shot. Lots of people saying, what are these subs all about? And a corner doesn't come to anything from Gomez winning it. What did I watch Dracula on? A TV. Oh, Amazon. It's free on Amazon. Yeah. Makes me laugh. Sorry, I'm just trying to read the comments. Sort the timer, Bridge. Yeah, I've clicked the wrong one, haven't I? Idiot. Thanks for that. I'm on just about to hit 50 minutes. Sorry, 50 minutes, not that. 3, 6, 7. There we go. Big congratulations. So happy. Well deserved, says HDL. Thank you very much. Could Szoboszlai get a red card for that, Ruffaro? No. No. The only like Christmas party we won for the ages. Keane, Neville, Ricky. Wish I could be involved, says Nick. HDL, congratulations. Thank you very much. PSG Ultras are in full voice. Who's doing the watch along for United against Brentford? Oh, that's on a Monday night, isn't it? Yeah, it'd be me. Horrible weather in Liverpool. It's absolutely chucking it down. Bitter Lemon says, can you say happy 34th birthday to Annabelle for tomorrow, please? She's an amazing person. Had a tough year so far. Please send yours and my love her way, says Bitter Lemon. So happy birthday to Annabelle tomorrow. From me and everybody who hopefully is watching. They'll say it as well. Looks like Barcola's coming on for PSG here. Right, I'm just going to turn it on and off and see if it changes it, because it's just flicking on and off here. Loads of people saying happy birthday. Not to me. To Annabelle. Right, I'm sitting down now. I didn't miss a goal. I've got the telly on right here. Oh, it must be so funny to be you. It must be hilarious to be you lot trying to catch somebody out who's more intelligent than you. There has been a goal for Barcelona. Oh, I walked into that one. There has been a goal for Barcelona. It is 3-1 to Barcelona, and it's Torres who's made it 3-1. So they are now level. Torres is his second goal. 3-1 in the 55th minute. Makes it 3-3 on aggregate. It's like the boy who cried wolf. I did get caught out there. Fair play to the chat. Well done. You got to own it. I got done. Louise says you might be right though. It could be offside. Oh, what's this? I'm getting this sorted for tomorrow night. Sunshine on the radio. It's now saying your viewing card needs to be paired. I've never had that in my life. No goal, Mark. It was offside. Thank you very much. So still 2-1 to Atletico. So technically I was right. There was no goal. Liverpool have got a push here. They really have. Saw the news about you in the overlap. Does that mean you'll no longer be on the channel? Please explain, says Touchline Asherbill. Please go and watch the video on the United stand because I'm losing the will to live, answering the same question every 3 minutes. Suffice to say, nothing's going to change, which I think is the short answer. Your viewing card needs to be paired to do this now. Oh, this is just stupid. We'll leave that. That's a load of bollocks. Of course things will change. Oh, sorry, didn't realise you were in on the deal, mate. Well done. Yeah. Of course things will change. Of course things are going to change. I was there on the deal. I'll tell you what, my broadcaster's going to bloody change. I'll tell you that for free. Anyway, the better game here is Liverpool PSG, obviously. PSG looking tired. Well, they can't be tired, KVN, because they didn't play at the weekend. They literally can't be tired. Any Sky engineers on here, or by any chance is Denise? Mate, it just keeps happening, and I'm just gonna have to plug it directly in. Jacob says I don't think PSG look like they're trying either. I mean, it's quite pitiful from Liverpool, to be honest. They're a shadow of themselves from last season. I agree with Marco though. I mean, I've got to thank you, Marco, for reminding me. But I've said this numerous times, right? I don't understand why I got so much crap at the weekend for saying Kirkez isn't very good. And I don't think he's very good. And Liverpool fans seem to just want to defend him. I don't know whether it's just blind faith or hope, but like I thought he was brilliant for Bournemouth. I thought he was absolutely brilliant for Bournemouth. But I don't rate him at Liverpool. So, Chico says, drop it, Mark. Seriously. He's just not very good. I'm sorry. I just don't think he is. And Man United only play Liverpool twice, so it's got nothing to do with Man United. I just think so many of your problems come from the fact that you've replaced Andy Robertson with somebody who's not even half as good. This could be a chance, Wirtz. You know Wirtz? Here's a bit of feedback on Wirtz as well. I've gone from Kirkes to Wirtz. Wirtz, in the penalty box, takes too many touches. He gets the ball in good positions, but he always wants to take a touch. And in the Premier League, it don't work like that. Have you noticed that with Wirtz? He does always want to take a touch in the box. One Paris player you would sign for United as F1 shorts. We've got a 3v2 here for Liverpool. Oh, for PSG. This has got loads of time, and he's missed. He was offside anyway. They messed that up. They messed that up. PSG had a 3v2 and they messed it up. At least the game's starting to open up a little bit for Liverpool. If PSG get the third goal, it's over. Joe says, are you still in creative control? Yes. Samyak says PSG could have had 12 goals in this tie. Well, they should have been 4 up from the first one. Sorry, I'm actually typing away because I'm doing Baller League transfer deadline. Well, it's not a transfer deadline. It's 24 hours transfer day in Baller League, and there's lots of stuff going on. So I'm just like, deal, go, no deal. Yeah, Liverpool aren't coming back from this. Prime have signed someone. It has been a bit of a crap game, but I think, you know, sadly, and don't clip me up on this, I don't need it, but sadly, it's been a recurring theme in the involving Premier League clubs. Oh, penalty to Liverpool. Wow, this is going to change things. Penalty Liverpool. Just at the time my stream has come back as well. Let me get that back on. Is that a penalty? Nah, never a penalty that. That's never a penalty. I just don't think it is. I think he's done that thing where you push your body in the way and then go down. I mean, it's clever by McAllister, but I don't think it's a penalty. Let's run a poll. He's gone to check it on VAR. I don't think it's going to get given, is it? No penalty. Oh, I tell you what, I didn't actually think they'd overturn that. I really didn't. "74% if you say it's not a penalty." Nah, it's not a penalty because he's made too much of that. If he goes to get, if he just gets take, if he's just jumped in front of the player and gone down. Yeah, you can see it's too big. It's too big a game to be giving penalties for that. Rashford's on for Barcelona, by the way. Fair play to VAR. I actually didn't think they'd overturn it. Made a meal of it, says Ree, yeah. I mean, from a Liverpool point of view, that's exactly the sort of stuff that you needed to get back into the game, isn't it? Still 3-2 on aggregate in Madrid. Rio's on for Liverpool. Why did they get rid of the away rule, says Oscar? I think it's been a good thing, in my opinion. 72% saying it wasn't a penalty. It's coming down a little bit. Hi Mark, give me your take on the pen meme from 7 years ago. I don't have a take, Marge. So true on Kirkez and Wirtz, always looking for a pass, says Tevin. I do think Wirtz is a good player. However, I also think that he does always want to take an extra touch in the box, and it's something that I've sort of noticed a lot. More blood in the Barcelona game. Yeah, a collision here. Not seen the replay, but there is a bit of blood. They're not, yeah, it's Daniel Day-Lewis in Madrid. There will be blood. I agree with Salmon. I think Wirtz is an amazing player. He just needs a team that clicks, but he does take a lot of. Yeah, he's just not. He's not clicked, has he? McAllister's header was good, just wide. Did you like the film There Will Be Blood? You know what? I've watched so many films over the years, but I think sometimes, you know, you watch a film and you sort of think it wasn't that good, but you maybe weren't really watching it. It might have been on your phone, on Twitter. I feel like There Will Be Blood gets really good write-ups, but I didn't enjoy watching it. So it's probably one of them films I need to watch again. I'll tell you what I watched again quite recently that I quite enjoyed. Had Matt Damon in it, and he's a spaceman. And he cultivates his own potatoes. Is he called The Martian or something like that? I quite like that. I thought that was quite good. Why have they took Gomez off? I think they've gone more attacking, haven't they? Rio on for Gomez, take a defender off. Imagine if you was doing a watch-along for the Bayern United 99 final. Would have been amazing to watch. You know what? I'm so glad I didn't. I'm not knocking what we do. But where I was that night, I wouldn't swap it for the world. I was at a house party in Dublin, and it was just incredible. Matt Damon's a little bit like DiCaprio. He doesn't really do bad films. I watched him in a film with Ben Affleck on Netflix a couple of months ago. PSG looking for a penalty here. I mean, that was probably more of a penalty than the one on McAllister, but he was never going to give it. Ruggieri there. He's had the head injury, still there. You will project Hail Mary, same writer than the Matt Damon movie in Mars. You will like Project Hail Mary, says Raymond. That sounds good. Imagine if he was doing a watch. I've done that one from Sam. There'll be a lot of time added on in the Madrid-Barcelona game. That's a lovely ball by PSG out wide to Barcola. Up against Szoboszlai. He's good in a one-on-one, though. And Liverpool have held the shape well there. Edge of the box. Dembele. Oh. Oh, it's over. It's over. It's over. And it's 3-0 in aggregate with 18 minutes to go. Lovely goal by Dembele. He just put it into... I thought the danger was over when Barcola gets in down the left-hand side. I'm thinking there's a chance that he finishes it. But Liverpool seem to get their shape back. McAllister, look at that. Yeah. It's strange from McAllister as well. Is that not just naive defending? Because he chases out to Dembele on the edge of the box, which is good. You know, you want to close him down. But then I would always think Dembele wants to shoot on his left. But McAllister jumps in to block the right shot, which is a feint, to bring him back onto the left. Still 3-2 on aggregate to Atletico Madrid, 2-1 on the night. As a Liverpool fan there, he can't believe it. Where's he been for the last 8 months? We can. Well, the other problem that Liverpool have got here is that they haven't scored a goal in either game, and that always pisses people off. You know, it's bad enough losing, but not to score a goal in both games is embarrassing from a Liverpool perspective. McAllister's been taken off. He's had a bad season for Liverpool. A very good player for them last year, but he's had a bad season this year, and it could be worse. Liverpool, Dembele, he's done the keeper. Liverpool will clear it. Just about. Corner. At least Liverpool can concentrate on 5th. And again, that does sound derogatory, but like, I do mean it. Like, they need to get back in the Champions League as well. Like, I think with the Ekitike injury and the issues they've got, they were never going to win the Champions League anyway. And Liverpool fans might say, hold on a minute, we've won European Cups when we weren't fancied before, and I do agree with that. Controversial decision here. Offside. Sorloth. Nearly, I think Simeone was looking for another red card here, last man. But Trossard was going to go with a yellow anyway. I think he's on. 1, I think he's on. 2, that's last man. Well, maybe not. I think maybe Koundé is coming across. That's definitely a foul. Looks like he's onside, but I think they're going to give a yellow. Because I think there's a player coming across. So I don't think it'll be a red. Matthew says, congratulations and best of luck, Mark. Thank you very much. Recon guy says, I can't wait to see United play in the Champions League. Is there a De Niro film you don't like? Says Kenneth. Yeah, what's it? Rocky and Bullwinkle? No, De Niro has done some stinkers, actually. There's one with Pacino that's absolutely shit. I don't think De Niro's opposed to taking the check sometimes. Stardust. Yeah, that was a bit shit. Yeah. There is a potential red card. Oh, Barcelona again. Ow! Oh, you know what? I actually do feel sorry for Barcelona here because this is the second time in both games this has happened. ISO says it's a red for me, unfortunately. I think Koundé's getting across. I do think Koundé is debatably getting across. It's just whether you want to be that general. No, he's not. I don't know. Maybe he is, though. I think Koundé is getting across there. He's going to give a red. Yeah, he's giving a red. I'll tell you what, if that was Man United, I would say I think he's getting across. Well, to be honest with you, it looks like the clean sweep tonight. The leaders from the first leg look like they're going through in the second leg. Well, I mean, Liverpool aren't coming back. Jacob says, I think it was a red for the last man because Sorloth was going to score 100%. I am not here to question the rules. I don't understand them. But I actually do think there's a chance that Koundé was going to get back. Is Alvarez going to score again, Mark? No, he's hit it over the wall, but it's saved by the keeper. Should it have been a red? Let's do a poll. No, we can't do polls anymore. We're not allowed. Too controversial. Should it have been a red for Barca? Touchline says, I've just watched the United stand video. I'm very happy for you and the heights you've reached. I've just started my own football channel and hope to be like you someday. Well, good luck with it, mate. Thank you very much for your super chat. Do you think Liverpool could come back? No. Do you? What's Liverpool's running? Yeah, you're like me, aren't you? You're already accepting your fate. So Liverpool's running, which they can completely focus on now, is Everton away on Sunday, which will be a good game. Palace at home, which United away, that will be a loss. Chelsea at home, that will be a big game. Villa and Liverpool. And then Brentford. They should be all right. I'd say Liverpool will get a win against Liverpool or Chelsea. I think they'll beat Brentford at home because they'll need to. I think they'll beat Palace at home. So it all comes down to the Everton game, really. Is the slot on Sky Super Sunday with Neville and Co a realistic possibility in the not too distant future, says Rose. You never know. You never know. I've already done Sky commentary. I've been doing it on Baller League. That's on Sky. Marlow United says, Mark, game changer. Keep on opening doors. I think Barcelona are going out. I mean, if they get one back, we are level, but they're going to have to play this game with 10 men. I mean, Barcelona are capable of doing it with 10 men. Here's Rashford. It's hard against Atletico Madrid with 10 men, though, isn't it? And then you'd have to score again, lay it off. You've got to get the shot. They've got to get the shots off here. Barcelona will be very disappointed to go out, you know. We could have a semi-final without Barcelona and Real Madrid in it. I mean, that doesn't happen very often. Jacob says, I'm really upset with the result today. Are you a Liverpool fan? 62% of you say it should have been a red card for Barca. Thanks everyone who's tuning in, by the way. Please do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. We're back again tomorrow with Champions League football. Real Madrid, Barcelona tomorrow night. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich tomorrow night will be a cracker. Just wide. Are you surprised about Liverpool? No. No. Oh, Jacob says I was saying yesterday's result against Leeds. Well, I wouldn't worry about it, mate, because I don't think it's going to make any difference about who the manager's going to be by the sounds of it. We still want to give it to Carrick. Just better bloody beat Chelsea. Who do you think gets top 5? You tell me. I mean, I still think Villa are vulnerable, and any Villa fan you speak to still thinks they're vulnerable. Good shot, Atletico Madrid. We've got a bigger platform for Glinios out now. I think so. Gams, I think so. I just don't think people have realised it. If you're interested in Gold Devils, keep an eye out on Instagram because I am actively working on 2 transfers at the moment. That's why I've been typing away. Personally, I don't want Carrick too, Mark. I'm like you, says Jacob. No, Mark Goldbridge's channel's mine completely. It's not part of it. Would you sack Slot now, says Matt. Yeah, I am in a bit of a bidding war at the moment, Jeans, yeah. Would I sack Slot? No, I'd give him a lifetime contract. What was the song at the start I said? Slot, slot, lot, slot, slot, slot. Give him a shot. Slot, slot, slot. It'll take you to the top. Slot, slot, slot. 10 years on the drop. No, I'm just singing rubbish now. Yeah, it'd be frustrating. Look, I think a lot of people will take joy in Barcelona going out. I would say that it's very harsh on them because they've had the same red card in both games. And I don't think any team in the Champions League quarter-final is going to find their way in a semi-final when you have 2 red cards in 2 separate games. It makes it very hard. And also, if we're being completely honest, there is an element of, well, it's not a coincidence for Barcelona, because it's their high line that causes both of the penalties. And you know, I do feel bad for them in that sense, because the way Barcelona play football is very entertaining. I like the high line, but it has caused them both goals. What do you think on Real's chances tomorrow? Never write off Real Madrid, Anton. I mean, I do think Bayern Munich PSG will be an absolutely incredible semi-final. I think we will be treated to that, and I think it'd be brilliant. But I would never write Real Madrid off. You never know. And also, as we know, a red card can just change a game. Mayan says the referee's going to wear an Atletico kit later. I think the keeper might have handled the ball outside the box, which would be another red card. No, they're not checking it on VAR. That's wild. I mean, if Barcelona equalise, it goes to extra time. I think they should have checked that. How well do you think De Zerbi will do? I'm one of the few that think Arsenal will win the league and Spurs will stay up. Oil Cruiser says, congratulations. Is this Arne Slot's last season? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't know. I think he does need to go, but I think Liverpool might keep him. Samyak's asked the same question. Will you be able to do charity streams, Mark? Says Joe. Yes. Yeah, we'll have to keep doing that. I think that I do that on my channel anyway, don't I? I don't know where we do that. Touchline Ash says, I met you at the Clapham Grand in 2023. You really inspired me. I can't believe that was 3 years ago, those live shows. Time does fly. Super Bowl, yeah, we'll still do that, yeah. I think Mark Lloyd is so angry, he says Steele must go. I think he means Slot. PSG have scored another one. So it's going to be 4-0 on aggregate. It was game over anyway, damn. It was damn game over. I think it's Dembele again. I mean, look, we don't know yet, but Barcelona are going out. Real Madrid could be going out. Liverpool are going out. And Sporting are probably going out. But that semi-final between Bayern and PSG should be a game of the ages, and we get to watch it twice. So nice. We'll see it twice. It's potentially an absolutely cracking game. They might be looking at offside on the PSG goal. I don't think Dembele's offside. Liverpool can still do it, Mark. Yeah, they definitely can. They're only 4-0 down on aggregate and we're into stoppage time. It could still happen. G says, how have they not scored in both legs? It's horrific. Well, thanks everyone who's tuned in today and kept me company. It's been quite an exhausting day, but I wouldn't want to miss these games. And in fairness, credit to Atletico Madrid, because 2-0 down after 20 minutes, I would have thought Barcelona would go on and win it, but they've showed character to get back into it. Yes, the red card has helped, but they've done well. Liverpool, not so much so. I don't think Enrique's going to leave that, do you? Do you think PSG will beat Bayern? I think Bayern are better than PSG, but that should be the final, really. In a footballing sense, they're way better than Atletico Madrid and Arsenal. Doesn't mean that Arsenal and Atletico Madrid can't win a game one-off. But I think if it was PSG, Atletico and Bayern, Arsenal over 2 legs, I'd probably go with Bayern and PSG. Although Arsenal did beat Bayern in the autumn. But PSG do seem to come alive in the last couple of months of the season as well. Rashford's in. Jonna says having PSG versus Bayern in the final is in the semi is cruel. That's the way it works. I don't think PSG Bayern is the real final, ad, because, as I said, they might be the 2 best teams, but in the final, you never know what might happen. Lee Berman says a lovely hate watch completed. Well, we don't do. I don't like hate watch. I think that's childish, Lee. And that's football's not. That's football's for everybody as well. I just don't think Liverpool have been good enough. I don't think they've been good enough all season. Tom says I think Liverpool looked way better. Well, you know, you can't always judge a book by its cover, and I disagree anyway. There's no point looking good if you can't deliver. I mean, statistically, Liverpool have had more shots, but they've only had 5 on target, and PSG have had 6. They've had more corners, but how does a semi against Atletico impact Arsenal's Premier League race? Well, look, success can hurt. It is harder to go for the Premier League title and play in the Champions League than just play in the Premier League. Absolutely, but that's what success brings. KVN says Wirtz has been the worst player. That's the final whistle. It's over here. Arne Slot shakes hands with Enrique. And PSG will go through and Liverpool will go out. Barcelona have a chance here, but the keeper's cleared it away. We'll just stay for this one, see what happens. Simeone is waving his hands in the air. Not like he don't care, because he does care. And now the final whistle has gone. And it is over. And Barcelona go out as well as Liverpool. 2 giants of football. And they're out. Oh, I've just seen Danny Aarons' post on Twitter, actually. It's very nice of him. I like Ellis Platten saying I could never be selling my channel. Which he did. Right, thanks everybody for watching. Really appreciate it. We're back tomorrow. I'm going to do a quick match reaction as well. Thanks for your support today, and we'll be back tomorrow. Take care.